you?
I'm fine. Is the sound fine?
Yeah, it sounds fine. Not like pennies the other day. Jesus Christ, what was that?
Oh, thank you. It's 3 a.m. in Chicago.
3 a.m. in Chicago. I want whatever she's having.
Yes. Hi, Trev. Thank you. I'm so excited tonight. So I have to say, oh, thanks, Maria. When we were chatting, was like, who are we going to? Foxy Cleopatra. You are Foxy Cleopatra today.
Foxy Cleopatra. I'm a whole lot of women. Ow.
So we're like, who should we ask on? Who should we ask on? I said, should we try Courtney? It's like, yeah, we can ask, can't we? And she's like,
the OG queen from down under.
the OG. The OG.
You know, family, I fucked up.
Yes.
So today I did an Instagram video thing like a couple hours ago, and I was like message me questions that you have for Courtney, and I'll read them to her. Like I'll ask her while we are live with the fannies.
Yeah.
But the thing is, while I'm live, I can't access my notifications.
Yeah, I thought you were going to write them down.
Oh, well, I only had half an hour in between gigs, so... That would have been smart, though. Fuck me, Dad. You should have messaged me. Write them down. I should have gone Vibe to write them down.
Yeah, you should have got... Oh, we should have got them through Vibes.
God.
Oh, anyway. Okay, so
next time.
We got the amazing, the original Drag Race. Well, she wasn't a Down Under. She's the Aussie Drag Race. First
the OG Aussie, yeah.
Yeah, first Aussie. Where are we? Let me go. Where are you? Courtney Act.
Is she here already?
Yeah.
And my original idol from Australian Idol.
Oh, yes. 2003.
Yeah, fuck yeah. God.
Oh, my gosh.
It was a different time.
It was different times.
I'll save it when Courtney's here. But camp though, holy dilly.
Have a look.
Do you like my hair? I forget what I wore last week.
Yeah. Where are we? We're trying. I don't know if she's coming on yet. Let me see. Where you at, Courtney? Where you at, Courtney?
Where you at, girl? How's your week been?
It's been, you know what? It was, last week was a little bit, oh, thank you very much. Last week was a little bit crazy, Thursday, but then I realized, like last Friday, so everyone knows because they've, hey Trinity, everyone knows because I talked about it. I talked about it on the show, but yeah, my mum passed away, but that was 37 years ago. And it was the anniversary last Friday. And I didn't realize till sort of the start of the week. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's why I was so bleh. So,
yeah.
You know what? It was 37 years ago. So it was a long time. But, yeah, every, let me try this again. So that was like, because I was, yeah. Okay, I'm giving you another go.
I feel like it's sometime this month. Wait, are we in August?
Yeah.
September last year, my sister passed away in Fiji. So, like, I'm waiting for that to, like, pop up in my memories. Because, you know me, I don't remember things.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But, like, I know it's in September.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. But it happens.
Yeah, it does happen. And, yeah. That was...
At least I remember.
It just made sense, if you know what I mean. It's one of those ones I was like, oh, okay. Okay, that's because I sort of thought it was lockdown and what have you. And, yeah. I don't know where Courtney is. What's going on?
She'll be around. She'll be... You can't rush beauty.
Courtney Act. I'll go again. So, yeah.
I went to Centennial Park the other day.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God, bitch. I always take yes, I am Fijian. I always take like two tennis balls and 2 tennis rackets, and I always bring Ivy with me. But we go down to Centennial Park and we play tennis. but I bring a spare tennis ball so I can hit the ball like really far away and make King chase after that ball so then me and Ivy can like get in like a quick game of tennis. But like that fucking dog, he like literally like gets like puffed out like you and I do walking up 2 flights of stairs getting to the stage at Oxford Hotel. And
Thanks, Ivory.
he just doesn't stop. And like
Okay,
just keeps
Courtney,
going
don't
up.
request. I'm going to request you.
Oh, it's happening.
She's here.
Ah.
Hello.
Oh, it's a threesome.
I am.
Hi.
Every week, Court, every week, it's like the first 15 minutes, we're all like this.
How are
I'm
you?
never like, I'm like this.
Welcome to Sydney.
Thank you. I
We
turned on
someone said
Instagram and it said Maxi Shield is live, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm meant to be there.
someone said that you're probably eating your vegan dinner. I think it was Trinity.
I'm literally.
That's like fucking clockwork. What are you eating? What are you having for dinner tonight, Courtney?
I'm having a patty melt with buffalo sauce. It's really dull, but it's delicious.
Oh, buffalo sauce is yummy though, isn't it?
It is. It's really good. We don't.
What is that like buffalo chicken sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have enough condiments in Australia. In America, they've got buffalo sauce, they've got ranch, they've got Thousand Island, they've got like all of these condiments that we just don't have hot sauce readily available.
Oh, when DragCon finished,
Yeah.
and we went to Karcha's birthday, which was a few years ago. Look at you, you're worried what I'm about to say. No. You weren't with it. You weren't with us. I think you were packing up, or you had something. You were very busy that weekend. That was
God, that was so busy.
Like I knew Courtney from, you know, when Shane was a drinks waiter at the Shift.
Yeah.
But then I saw, because you were drag queen businesswoman there. You were like sorting shit out, and the ATM machine was wrong, so then you sorting this out. But once we finished, we had some time before we went to Karcha's birthday. So we went over to Hooters. We were like these drag queens, and these drag kings came in as well. What was her name? Maximilian and Vincent Van Dyke.
That's a good name.
And we had some hot wings there.
While I lick the plate.
That's okay. You're skinny. You deserve it.
Don't waste it. Don't waste it. It's still good. It's a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Let me get a paper towel.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, fuck you.
It's fine.
Oh, you flexible. She flexible, girl.
Yeah, she's been doing yoga.
Yeah, girl.
Stretches.
Pilates, hey.
Yeah, that's when Minnie.
Maxine?
Sorry?
Were your hot wings delicious?
Well, they were, but because we were in LA for, you know, DragCon, we were numb.
Yeah, you were.
You
really were.
Yeah, it was the only flavour that came through, if you know what I mean. But
yeah, you just pushed it around.
Minnie had one of the drag kings. Vincent gave Minnie a cookie that he'd made at home. So she was like this.
A spooky university cigarette cookie.
Yes. And then we went to Coco. Then we went to Karcha's birthday in the, where was it? The Fashion District or something?
Yeah, downtown somewhere.
Yeah, and it was
the PEG offices.
It was so full on.
Yeah,
so full on.
And there was a coffin. And I remember falling in the coffin as I sang my song.
We were gone by then.
You were gone.
My feet were so sore.
There.
Oh, my feet were so sore. I think Hannah stayed around, but I think Tora and I went to In and Out Burgers.
Ah, yum.
Oh, so much pot in LA, Coco. You'd love it.
Pot?
Yeah,
Marijuana.
I'm off luxuries at the moment, Fanny.
But when you go to LA,
Yeah.
exactly.
Still interested.
How do you
So
pick
Big
a good
C,
filter? Oh, that's not the one, is it?
yeah, that's a good one.
Cute.
I feel like Willem did this in a makeup recently.
He did. Oh my Lord. So what have you been doing, Courtney? I know you've got. Is it one-on-one? Is it one-on-one on ABC?
1+1.
1+1, yeah.
1+1.
Yeah. It was
Is that
really
the only
fun.
thing you're doing, or you've got some secret stuff?
I've got some secret stuff.
Ooh,
I'm recording my.
shit.
I'm recording my audio book as well, which my book comes out on the 2nd of November. So I've just finished that, and I start recording that next week. And then I've got a secret thing, and then a second season of 1+1. So yeah, it's been it's nice to be back. I just got back to Sydney yesterday. I was at my mummy and daddy's for 2 weeks, and now I'm back in lockdown.
That looked pretty amazing.
God,
anyway.
It feels like yesterday that like you left to go. Where'd you go to? Like to the States in your flat?
Yeah, I had to so because I'm a resident of the United States, you have to, you're not allowed out of America for more than 12. I had to go back there, and I'm like, but guys, there's a global pandemic going on. I should be staying here, but there was no allowances for it, so I had to leave. And then I was like, oh, that's fucked. And then once I was out, I was like, okay. So I went back to London where I live, and then came back here. So I did the hotel quarantine twice.
Fucking hell.
I know. But you know what? It's like, I don't know, like the 2 weeks I was in hotel quarantine, I was far more productive than the 2 weeks I was at mum and dad's, because in hotel quarantine, I was like, there's all these like boundaries. And so you feel like, you're like, oh, I've got to exercise. I've got to like,
I'm gonna push these boundaries.
Yeah, but I was at mum and dad's, and I was just like, yeah, that's good. Nah, don't think I want to do that. Like,
Yeah, but that's what you're supposed to do at mum and dad's.
Like Vanity when she goes
true.
home, breaks her elbow.
Yeah.
No one's like Vanity when she goes home. No one.
No.
Did
when
you
she
get
does finally go home?
Yeah, you know when she gets and she's like this, she's got a packet of lollies. She's like, I had lollies for lunch today.
Bill's the one with the
Oh Jesus!
Boy.
So what I want to know: Are you gonna do more? Are you gonna sing more? Are you gonna do more singing? Only because Madonna's just brought out, or she's been re-signed by Warner Brothers, and she's revamping all her music. Can you re-release "Rub Me Wrong"?
I just was packing. I got a box of like my things from storage, and I found.
Oh yeah, camp.
Hang on, let me turn the camera around. There's the turn around button. It's like this box of just stuff. High school yearbooks. Oh, that out there.
Yeah. Rub me
okay.
wrong.
Rub me wrong.
Hey, I bought that. I bought that, and you autographed it with "All the Best," Courtney Act. I was like, you fucking dog.
How personal. What a dog.
I want all my bobby pins back, bitch.
All the best.
Courtney Act.
So, you know what? Not next year. The year after, 2023, will be the 20th anniversary of Rub Me Wrong. I'll have to, do something for that, for the 12 people who care.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Is Rub Me Wrong your, what is it, Touch My Body?
I don't know.
What's the Tina Arena song?
What was Tina Arena? No, isn't Touch My Body by Mariah?
I Need Your Body.
I need your body.
I
need body.
Close to me.
You know when she didn't want to sing it ever again, and then recently everyone was like, "It's such a good song, please sing it."
Oh no, I'd happily sing "Rub Me Wrong." I do love it. I mean, but the thing is that like basically, like when you do a gig, you want to please the audience, and I always feel like singing original music will please about 10% of the audience. And so, like, have you ever done, what was I watching? Was it Sophie Monk? Or it was somebody performing? I remember Sophie, like, doing her new single. No, it wasn't Sophie. Oh, no, I remember. It was those girls, slutty minx, slutty.
Oh yeah,
Slinky minx. They sang a cover of Summer Rain. Oh, my love is you,
Love is you.
of. Oh, my love.
Amazing. Yeah.
And so we went to the midnight shift because we loved that song they were performing. And they were like, so we're going to sing some tracks from our new album. And everyone was just like, oh, God, please stop. Just sing the song. Like, it's 2 a.m. We're at the midnight shift. We don't want to hear 4 ballads from your new album. Just sing the upbeat disco remix of Belinda Carlisle, Summer Rain. So yeah, I always feel like if I were to like break out Rub Me Wrong, there'd be like 10% of the crowd who would like really love it, but then everyone else would be like,
no, you got to sell it though. You got to build it up.
I know.
This is the first one, and I was
Justice for
sexy
Rub
on
Me
a
Wrong.
pole.
I used to be one of those gays at like the front of like either Midnight Shift or Arc, and like I remember like Joanne who sung Jackie, her coming in and like she sung Jackie, and then she was like, okay, I'm gonna sing something else, and like she started singing something else, and I didn't know it. I was like, what the hell is this? And I was like, no, sing Jackie again.
Sing it again!
Do it
But
again!
that was like CC Pedersen. Just like she was singing all these songs that we'd never heard, and there was one smart ass queen. I don't know, it was probably Tora. That yells at the back, just sing fucking finally.
That would have been me.
We're such rude cunts. Like for people who are performers, when I think about our youth at the shift and places like that, and like when I remember being like very I did not behave in a way that I would like audience members to behave if I was on stage performing when Slinky Minx were on. But anyway.
The fact that you know their names good. But mind you, didn't one of your drag bags pop out in mid-song? Someone said, Courtney, your nuts hanging out.
that was at Disgraceland.
And never mind.
Oh, yeah, I was in a box. It was like a magic trick where like it's open and then it's like if there's nobody in there and then they put the thing down and then I was like stuck up the back of the mat. I'm like in this like this in a leotard in this like contorted space, and I felt this like, and I was like, oh, I couldn't do this to check, and then I finally like got out of the box. And I had like a Swarovski leotard on and this like strippy thing, and I'm there just in the audience of right at crutch level, and someone like yanked on my my skirt and was like, "You're not hanging out," and I was like, "Oh, pop that back in." And it wasn't on YouTube, but then YouTube took it down for inappropriate content, and it won't even let me like download the video, like because I don't think I have a copy. It won't like sometimes YouTube it lets you
YouTube
download
to MP4.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I've got to.
Yeah, I think I found a photo.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Did you screenshot it, Fanny? Did you screenshot it?
No. It was on a secret thing.
On the net.
You squirrels.
On a secret thing. I'll send it to you. Thing. I didn't screenshot that one.
Well, before I even moved to Sydney, like that was like I only like looked at you. Before I moved to Sydney, I looked on YouTube to like watch you girls on what like perform and stuff like that. And your bubblegum popping was like one of like the first videos I ever saw, and I think that's truly iconic, Courtney.
Oh, thanks, Coco.
I just wish I had balls to pop.
I'll have to find it and put it on Twitter because, you're allowed nuts on Twitter. Well, that then became a catchphrase of mine on Drag Race because I was talking about my right testicle and Vendela Creme thought I said my rat testicle. And then it became like a thing, Courtney's rat testicle.
She's so foolish. How about OnlyFans? Did you guys hear that OnlyFans is like taking away like all sexual like content?
But what else is there?
What? That's what it's for.
I did see that
What in
Rachel
the
Dolezal.
fuck?
Rachel
Do you know what?
Dolezal
How
just started
sexy?
an OnlyFans.
Who?
Rachel Dolezal. You know the sorry, maybe that's a bit niche, but Willem became obsessed with Rachel Dolezal. She was the woman who said that she was transracial.
Oh yeah.
Remember her? And so I follow her on
With hair.
Instagram, and she just started an OnlyFans, but she's not. She is Rachel Dolezal starting an OnlyFans. I actually bought Willem a autographed Rachel Dolezal 8x10 one Christmas, and he was like, "You see
Oh,
me."
Nico.
So stupid. But my worry is, how does Twitter get racier? Because they're going to have to just go to Twitter, aren't they?
It's about how they monetize it. I did see there's this guy I know, Reece Satchett, who I know from the UK, who's like starting a new like OnlyFans competitor called Triple Exclusive, like XX Exclusive, and apparently it's like, I don't know. I follow him because I met him. I did a gig with him, and you know, he's hot, so I fell for the.
I want to gig with him.
And
yeah, I know.
And but his doesn't come out until the 29th of October, and I'm like, girl, OnlyFans closes on the 1st of October. They got 29 days to find other ways to make money. These internet exhibitionists need the coins, you know.
Oh,
but,
yes. Oh,
exactly.
Lord.
But I think as well, it's just like rootin' videos, I think. So they're still going to be able to, OnlyFans. So OnlyFans, you still be able to take a picture of your boner, but I think squatting over a hand mirror, twiddling your dingle, probably is not going to happen.
Well, I think as well, they want to have an app that works, that is purchasable in the App Store, which obviously you can't have porn through the App Store. So I think what they might be doing, the news as it breaks people, is that they're going to have OnlyFans, because that's the popular brand, as an app through the App Store, and then they're going to have the XXX version that's like the browser only version, where you can still buy porn and jerk off videos and things.
Well, 2 years ago, my friend's housemate uploaded a video onto like OnlyFans, and the person that he was having sexual intercourse with wasn't aware of him being filmed. And the whole thing, like, he went to court, he went to jail, but fuck, he had a massive cock. Horrible.
A massive cock is not consent, Coco.
That's what happened, and I feel bad for the other guy, but like, yeah, like it's like maybe that's like a good like safety precaution of the whole removing that side of it from OnlyFans. I mean,
people definitely
I don't know.
Shouldn't be posting like non-consensual filmed content on OnlyFans, and it's good. I mean, I guess it's good that that action was taken, because like it's not cool to do that, but it's almost something that you don't hear about. So it's kind of good to know, I guess, that they do take that thing seriously.
Exactly. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And all I'm thinking of is, thank God it wasn't around when I was a young filly.
Thank God we didn't have phones, Maxine, that took photographs or did anything when we were young.
Videos.
You guys, yeah, fuck you.
Our phones had two functions: telephone calls and off.
And off, yeah.
And snake.
Oh my God, Snake! Yes!
So
Coco's like,
so
on. Retro.
That was my first phone at, like, what? Nokia 3315?
Yeah.
When I was in year 7.
Yeah. Well,
when was that?
I don't know numbers.
I don't know. I think when you were in year 7, I think I was 40.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, something like that. Wait, what?
You're such a
no
bitch.
Way.
No, thank God, my Lord. Imagine that. Some of the things that, especially the end of the 90s. Oh my God, I was just a wild dog.
Oh, rabid.
And then we've seen your memory posts.
I remember being at ARC downstairs, which you can read about in my upcoming memoir,
Yeah.
Caught in the Act. I talk about the crazy drug years in my book, and I do remember in my misspent youth I was so in a state of ecstasy, consumed with the feeling of love, that I was like, I have to call my parents. I have to call my parents and just tell them that I love them. And I was like, but I'm pretty sure they shouldn't. And I opened up my phone, took out my SIM card and like gave it to some stranger and was like, can you please look after this? Because I shouldn't be allowed to make phone calls for the next few hours. And then went and found them at the end of the night and got it back. And I was like, I'm so glad that I did not call my parents.
Well, thank God you fucking the SIM card.
My favourite was those times that, you know, you were having fun with your friends and then there's always that one friend that decides to text message you and you're like this. And I can't...
You got to cover one eye. It's two phones.
Yeah, cover one eye.
Or even at Mardi Gras. At Mardi Gras, I refused to take photos.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, nah, I'll take a photo. Nah. No. Sorry. This is my party. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here to party. Mind you, one of the best Mardi Gras we had was when we all sat in the dressing room all night.
I don't remember leaving that Mardi Gras. Zach Brasinas and I were talking about that the other day. I remember going into the dressing room. I'd smuggled in a bottle of Cafe Patron.
Yeah.
And I was passing that around the old girls. I reckon Maud was in there.
Yeah. Tora, Vanity, myself just sat on the lounge all night.
Yeah.
Oh my God, was that the fucking 50-year anniversary or whatever it was?
I think it might have been 40th.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
no,
yeah,
35th.
my God.
I think it was the 35th. Because you had an upset stomach. Maybe it might have been a lentil patty or something you had.
Yeah.
Because then you started throwing up in the bin.
Oh no.
and someone picks up their phone and Tora and Vanity and I all at once, don't you ever fucking do that. Put that fucking thing down. And they're like, oh, I was just being camp. I said, don't fucking do that.
That's right. I remember that. And I actually remember feeling, I can't remember if I was aware of it or not, if I was just told about it afterwards. No, I think I remember like hearing you guys say, don't you fucking take a picture of her throwing up in the bin. And I was like, oh, look after
this is a
sisters.
safe space.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
But, mind you, then someone would come in and go like this, you three haven't moved. It's like, yes, it's like,
That was me. I remember after we did the show, I came back, got changed into a little after party outfit, went off, roamed the streets for a little while, and then came back to the dressing room to come back there and check my bag. And then you guys had not moved. You'd just been and I, oh my God, yeah. And then you guys would just look at me, and I was like, oh, you guys are still here. Oh, and they're like, oh, just throwing shade at me. But that was the year that little X threw the fucking chair at Crystal Clear.
Ah.
and then I think Tora was making up a great big story, and Vanity's like, oh my God, did you? Standing here. What do you mean?
Did she get carted off in the paddy wagon? Oh no, that was
well, that was the story.
Oh,
that was the story.
That was the story.
There was so many stories. I always used to say, if you haven't heard a rumor by 9 o'clock, make one up.
Exactly.
That's a good. Do you remember, Maxine? There was a year at Mardi Gras. This was long before Whitney Houston had tragically died, but it was that harbour party, and nobody's phones would really work. We didn't quite have cell phone coverage at harbour party back then, and this rumor at the harbour party that Whitney had died, and all these gays were on the dance floor crying, and then the DJ played Saving All My Love For You, and all the gays were crying and hugging each other. And then when we got out of harbour party, she hadn't died, and so everyone had spent the last 4 hours of the party oh, Whitney's dead.
Because because that was the one. So there was these two girls. They were sitting under at the harbour party. They have these big trees. Anyway, there were these two girls, and they had this fireworks going off all the time during the show. And these girls were like this. Like this. And I think Sheila and I were sitting there. And we're like, what are they doing? What are they doing? Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Then every time a firecracker went off, it scared one of the possums and it was pissing on them. And these girls were like, what's going on? Oh, nice. Mind you, Sheila used to do that all the time. When we were at we went down to see the fireworks, and the fireworks were going on, and she turned her back to the fireworks as there's all these kids, and she's like, oh, there's a possum up there. And all these kids are turning around, looking at the possum, not looking at the fireworks. Or when we were at Kylie concert, she turns her back to Kylie and says, oh, someone's having a fight up there. And half the audience look at this. Oh, Sheila, you fucking bitch.
How have you girls been? You had a post drag race moment of like doing gigs and things, right? And then everything kind of shut down. Yeah. Did you get to like feel the fantasy for a little bit?
Ish.
I loved it. I milk every drop.
You went to Perth and Melbourne.
Yeah.
So I
Perth, Melbourne, Adelaide.
So I booked everything. I went to Adelaide and Brisbane, but I booked all these other stuff, and that's been cancelled, and the reschedule's been cancelled, and now the rescheduled schedule's been cancelled. So yeah.
Oh,
and
man.
now that UK fucking Drag Fest was on.
Oh yeah.
Were you going crazy, Coco?
Pardon?
When UK Drag Fest was going on.
Oh no, because I heard like how much of a fucking schmozzle it was the last one, but coming from like Drag Race and then going into like the normal world, the only thing that got me, like I was fine with everything, but I was just struggling with like there was no off switch for it before Drag Race.
We talked a bit about this on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. Before Drag Race, we do our show and then go backstage, get changed, come back out, and we were able to have a good time. But post Drag Race, we kind of had to be on the whole time, and I kind of got to a point where I couldn't really enjoy myself in public. Not enjoying myself. Yeah, have a good time with my friends and like my close group of friends. Without people, like I spent 15 minutes at the bar at the Ivy at Kufdorf trying to like order a drink, meanwhile trying to please like fans of the show and like have photos and everything, and meanwhile like the person behind the bar is serving everybody else around me.
Yeah.
Full well, I'm taking up this amount of space at that fucking bar, and like it was just such a weird switch of reality, really.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like a go with the breeze sort of person and stuff like that, but I like to have my moments when I need to have my moments.
Yeah, it's that thing as well. I think that like it's sometimes hard like to understand from the outside because you think like, oh wow, isn't that cool? Like everybody's telling this person that they love them or they want to have selfies with them. Like that must be like so fun and lovely, and like everyone who's coming up to you just wants to say, I love you, I think you're great.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
when you're used to just like, especially when you're like used to being in these same establishments, it's not even like you're doing a gig somewhere you've never been before. This is like your home, and then all of a sudden everybody wants your attention. It can be really overwhelming. I remember like after Idol, this is not the answer, this is not the solution, but I remember just subconsciously or like I wasn't premeditated, but I would just drink until I couldn't hear them anymore. I would just get so drunk that they were no longer like, I was no longer like aware, which is what I actually did after Mardi Gras accidentally. I was in that giant hair that I wore to host the parade, and then I got into another outfit. I got to the Ivy. I was at the bar and Mark Coulter was like, can I get you a drink? And I got a margarita, and then he got me another one. And that's my last memory. My next memory is at about 11 a.m. sitting on someone's couch, like sort of like, I've been awake the whole time. I've been at the party, but literally like when I drink too many drinks too quick together, I just black out.
Yeah.
Nobody else knows. Well, I think they might have known that night. Vanity recounted some events where I abused young drag queens.
Why is Vanity recounting anything?
Oh, good bloody point.
Wait, she can count?
No.
See, because I don't drink, and I'm strict as well. So if people are starting to get full on, I rouse on them. And there was one.
Yeah, and then you get a letter on your door.
Then I get a letter, yeah. Did you hear that? So I was,
what
literally, we were at the Oxford, and I was about to get on stage to start the production show. So
Our show,
anyway, literally gave the DJ the USB, and a guy came over and literally put his phone in my face for a photo. And I was like, okay, but you need to hurry up. I'm about to go on. Photo. I was like, you need to hurry up. I'm literally about to go on. Don't worry about it. And stormed off, in which I literally walked on stage to start the show. Anyway, yeah. Coco had a number. Coco did a photo with him. Then I got a letter under my door at my house.
Oh!
Yes,
bitch, I know.
I know. I tried to have a photo with you. You were acting like a star. I know when you're going to be eliminated. Wind your head in. Coco took a photo, and she was lovely. She's going to go further than you. What else was it? You're a fat cunt. I hate you. All this, and I was like,
yeah, be grateful for your fans.
Yeah, be grateful for your fans. It was like crazy, and I was like, okay, it's episode 2, bitch. Rightio, wind it in, because you don't know shit.
It's that thing, isn't it, where it's like it's a whole other skill set in managing expectations of people in the public, and also like because they not only do they have an idea of you from the television which may or may not truly reflect how you feel about yourself, so they're already approaching you with the preconceived notion. And then also I get it, like if you go up to somebody and all you want to do is say like, oh hi, I think you're really cool, but you've caught them in a bad moment. It's then people like swing the other way and they're like, oh fuck you, like they want to tell you that they love you, but then they turn to saying calling you a fat cunt, and you're like, okay, calm down, like let's
oh my gosh,
be a nice middle ground.
Who told you?
It can be challenging, but it's I think it's like the thing that I always found is that I had to just focus on the fact that all of these people wanted to tell me that they loved me, and that and managing that, and just being like knowing where and when, that's the thing about Mardi Gras, the Mardi Gras party. I do like what you said earlier, Maxi, where I'm just like, this is my night.
Yeah.
I know I'm in drag. I know it's Mardi Gras. I know that we're all gay or bi or trans or lesbian. But I always feel like on Mardi Gras, I put on that like defense, and I'm like, nah, I'm having fun tonight. You can have fun with me.
Yeah.
But let's not make it about taking a photo or asking me about RuPaul or Michelle Visage or like something like that. Like, I'm like, let's just have fun.
Why do you feel the need to save this moment for later on when you can just live in the moment and have fun and have that memory for life?
Yeah, exactly. Because like,
so weird.
You stop the moment by taking a photo. And I get that, like, there's sometimes like people treat you like an object, like a commodity, like they just want a photo so they can put it on their Instagram, so they can show people that they've met somebody who they like from the television, so that their friends will think that they're cooler than they are. Yeah, but I think that like sometimes I'm just like, if we're just out and like if it's a meet and greet, yeah, sure. But if you're like at a bar, like just have fun, like have a dance.
Yeah.
Buy us a drink.
But see, in saying that, when I was doing the Madonna tour, there was that realization of how important drag is to our community, in that I would be in Melbourne and you'd hear, oh, that's our Maxi. Yeah, she's from Sydney too. That's our Maxi. And I was like, well, hold on, I'm not a thing. But at the same time, I sort of stood back and went, oh, actually, that actually is really sweet.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
obviously I have been, me doing Valerie somewhere, or that really great song that you love.
That I love from camp.
Yeah, that one.
Maxi, this is my favorite song. Can you please do it really, really well? And I'll just stand in the front row like this.
And then come out and say, and then come out the back and says to Vanity and Stacey, oh my God, your numbers were great. And I was like this.
What a fucking
Not only did you sign your CD.
Maxi, I'd like to take this opportunity to formally apologise to you in this public forum for my previous cunty behaviour, and I'm sorry.
It's camp though, isn't it?
Rude. It is camp. It's
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. You know what? It was camp. It's a great story. We live our lives for great stories.
Drive a wedge between us like our friends do.
No, I live for a great story.
Oh my God! Yes, I
want to read you a bit. I want to read one of your appearances in my book, Maxine. Sorry, keep talking.
Oh, look at that! See, I'm excited. I'm trying to write something at the moment as well. I'm trying to write a.
Fanny, you're flustered.
What?
You're flustered.
Oh no, I already know. She already. Yeah.
That would have been so camp. It was a surprise. I love a surprise. I love surprise parties.
I wonder how much I should. I'll just read you the end bit where I talk about seeing a celebrity. I was like a teenager at Woolworths in Sandgate, and I was overwhelmed with excitement because I was just like, who would have thought that I would see a real life celebrity at Woolworths in Sandgate? And it was the woman from the Brand Power commercial. And I lost my I was just like, I didn't know what to do. I had to hide behind a Vegemite display. And then she walked by and I was just like, and so I tell that story in the book. And then I say, obviously my scale of fame was relative to my life experience when I was 12. But what is it about fame? Seeing famous people doesn't always have the same impact, I'm glad to say. It didn't happen again for another 18 years. The next time I was rendered mute and frozen was in 2012 when I met Oprah, which I feel is reasonable. When we notice famous people, we think, oh, wait until our friend tell insert best friend's name about this. My mate Maxi Shield says she'd root any celebrity for the story just so she could sit around with her sister girlfriends and say, guess who I had sex with? The woman from the Brand Power commercial.
I would. Hold on. They were on Neighbours. Yep. Done it.
Yep. But it's Madge, Maxi. Nah, we'll do it.
Yeah, who cares? Get on me.
Root bouncer.
A uniform's a uniform.
A uniform's a uniform.
A uniform's a uniform. You love a man in uniform?
Yeah. Not all heroes wear capes.
I think I told that story when Vanity was on. I think it was either you and Vanity or Vanity and Stacey or someone on the thing, and I bellowed in the door. I know a uniform's a uniform and a taxi uniform's a uniform, so shut up.
Did he make you pay?
No, this was taxis.
Right.
Not the Ubers.
That's the good thing about taxis is that you don't pay till the end. But with the Uber driver, if you suck off an Uber driver, you've already paid.
You're in the rears.
You're doing it for the enjoyment. You're not doing it for the $6.95 free trip, you know? Yeah.
Sometimes I just do it for the experience. Yeah, and just exactly. Like, it's tipping. It's a tipping service.
It's a tip. Keep the tip.
You did good. I'm not home safe. Why'd you come inside?
I had one whip his dick out and I said, love, I'm not that cheap. You're going to have to run me around the block a couple of times till it gets up to at least $12. I think I had a sausage roll in my hand as well.
Oh my Lord. How do we always get here with the dirty talk? So soon.
Every week.
So now, what's his name? I want to know, while we've got you here, did you do any side eyes at the sexy boys that were in Celebrity Big Brother when they were getting changed?
I don't have a visceral memory. Oh, you know, the only the only penis I saw in the Big
Oh
Brother house
no.
was genuine. He came back from the shower and he had a towel around his waist and he sat down on the bed like this and his towel was like that and his schlong was hanging out and I was a bit like, oh, nah.
You can't take that back. You can't take it back.
You can't take it back. I didn't see. I didn't see Andrew Brady's penis. He would always talk about. He was one of those boys, and it's very English to be what's that word called? Where you put yourself down, self-deprecating about your penis. So he would talk about his like small penis, and I was like, well, it must be big because if it was actually small, you wouldn't make jokes about it being small.
No,
unless it was a double bluff. Where it was small, and so he said it was small, so you'd think that it was big. Oh, it's too many layers.
2 words for you. 2 words for you. Tommy Little.
Oh,
must be huge.
Must be. I ever since you said Tommy Little was hot, I didn't think it before. Actually, I didn't think you said it. I think Vanity said that you said.
Yeah,
Tommy
we both
Little was
did.
hot. And so I was like, is he?
We've been blowing that horn, and he's.
Wait, who's Tommy Little?
He's on the project.
Yeah, my fucking God, he's so hot.
Yeah.
And he's
that little fucker.
a nudist.
Yes.
And he's a nudist, but there's no cockpits or anything. Yeah. He's always getting his kid off when he's had a few boozes.
Well, I didn't think that not that I didn't think that he was hot. I just hadn't thought about it. And once you said it,
Registered,
wow, yeah, Tommy. And then I follow him on Instagram and watch him. And so I always find there's that fine line between making a joke in a public forum that's appropriate and inappropriate. Because he'll post those, like, I was looking for my phone and I realized it's here. And so I always make like little innuendo comments on his posts. And I'm like, is that appropriate? Oh, there's this boy in Melbourne who's on the ambulance, the paramedics show. And he's very handsome. Yeah. His name's Steve. And he posted a thing about, like, tomorrow night on channel, whatever, the paramedic something. And I was like, oh, I've never wanted CPR so bad in my life. And then I was like, oh, is that appropriate? Because people are dying. He's actually out there saving lives. But
I often think, am I a dirty old man? When I type that, I think, oh, am I a dirty old man? Do you know who the best commenter ever is?
Who?
Is Sherilyn Barnes.
Oh, bitch.
Like, on Tommy Little's things, she's just like, oh, fucking hell, that's hot. Or even Henry Cavill, Superman.
Oh,
fuck, you're hot.
Bless her.
I love Sherilyn. I love her so much.
Have you met her in real life?
Yes.
I've never met her. I just know her from the gram.
Yeah. Oh, that's the world that she lives in.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love her.
Did she ever go out socially?
No. Well, she did her tour, but I met her outside of a tour. But she lives in it, and she loves causing blues on the interweb.
She does.
Like Ruby Rose, she was having like this big blue with Ruby Rose.
But the thing is that Sherilyn knows it's a joke, but the other person doesn't know it's a joke, do they?
No.
Dear.
And she was texting me when I was in quarantine in New Zealand. And I was like, yeah, I know all the girls and this and that. And she goes, they're not your fucking friends. Rip them a new arsehole. She sent me a voicemail. I was like, oh my God.
But yeah, you forward that to me. I was like, oh, fine. Game on, Mole.
Game on.
So good. And I do have to say thank you very much, because I did message you, Courtney, before I went in with a cryptic, if I was to go on a TV talent quest, what would I need to prepare for? I think you basically say prepare for everything, but then prepare for nothing.
Oh.
Did I mean, I just like that you actually bothered to learn how to sew. You got your pattern and you did it. And that sewing challenge, your Vivienne Westwood, Chinese shopping bags look, your drag bags look, was just wonderful.
Was amazing.
Yeah.
And I do have to say, Vanity she did show me how to sew and gave me the tricks. But her thing that was embedded in my head was, You've been a fucking drag queen for decades. You know how to put a fucking look together. Just go in there and fucking do it.
Well, she kept saying to me, it was funny because we were talking about it, and she was like, Maxi knows how to put a look together. Like, she's good at that. She really knows how to do that. She can put a look together. She's got a pattern, and she just needs to like take the pattern and just turn it into a look. And that's exactly what you did, and it was great.
And it was, I tell you what, it was like, oh, it was.
But
like,
you
not only
every step.
not only did you make the outfit, but you
I
followed
followed the
the
pattern and everything, but it was like I learned how to sew, but I'm not a good sewer.
Just needs to
Don't
make
have
it down
to
the
be.
runway twice.
Exactly. You need to sell it.
Yeah.
Sell it. That's okay. All Stars.
And work the runway, sweetie.
All Stars International. I should be able to learn something else.
Yeah, we need both of you on that. Thank you, because there was just not enough.
Cartwheels and splits.
Is that what you're going to do?
Actually, no. Yeah, I'm working on the fucking death drop.
I've been practicing. I've been trying to learn to do the splits.
Hey,
But,
Felicity.
like, I can't do it. I can get to like, I actually have been like stretching, like just sitting here, like putting the timer on for like 4 minutes and just staying in each side. But I just do not want to get any lower. I'm like, wouldn't it be great just to be able to go like,
Ow! Shabam!
Well, that was
the dream.
years ago.
Coco?
Yes. Look, if my limbs won't take me there, my body weight will.
Can you do the split?
It'll happen.
Well, it'll happen.
Actually, I
you might
remember
not be able to get back up.
Yeah, or walk.
Well, this one time I was at this party on Good Friday, and in the backyard there just so happened to be a slip and slide, and I wouldn't say I was in full drag. I'd say by that time in the morning I was in half drag, and I decided to go down a trick on the slip and slide. So I went down. I was like, oh my god, that was so much fun. I wonder if I can do the splits. So I went and got dishwashing liquid, spritzed it all over the slip and slide, and then I was like, guys, I'm gonna do the splits, and like jumped up and then like forced myself into a fucking split, and I ripped my hamstring.
Oh
So
no!
lesson learned: don't force things into positions they don't want to be in.
If it doesn't fit, force it. No, wait.
Yeah, but you know what?
No, don't force it. It will hurt yourself.
Split training just takes time. Like,
Yeah.
I've worked with pole dancers for years and years, and you just have to, but it's one of those things that you have to dedicate 20 to 30 minutes a day, every day to stretch yourself and do that. But you know what? COVID got me, so I'm going to see whether or not I can see my feet first, and then we'll work up.
Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, you've just got to, like, there's some things in life that we do and we do well, and there's other things that we want to do and we just can't get ourselves to do them. Like, in my heart of hearts, I want to do the splits, but then I don't have the commitment to spend 20 minutes a day stretching. So I'm like, oh well.
And once you get down there, what are you supposed to do?
Bitch. The fucked up thing was, like, I did this in a party in Kensington. I walked home to Arc, like where I was living. Like, I was living above Arc. I still walked home.
Oh, wow.
It was horrible.
Was Jackie Dubai living there still?
Pardon?
Was Jackie Dubai living above Arc?
Yeah, like blonde Jackie.
Have I seen her as a blonde?
Oh shit.
Well, you know who I mean, Maxine.
Yeah, Jackie Jabot.
Jackie Jabot.
Yeah.
Tram.
Jackie from the corner bar.
And she had dogs?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And she'd set her nipples on fire.
Yeah, she used to, because she had no feeling in her boobs, so she'd light till her boobs went black. It was so crazy. She was really sweet. She was really, really nice queen.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old school.
I can snort a condom. That's my party. Yeah, that's my party trick.
Oh, wow. Does it?
But
hurt?
no one hasn't. No one hasn't these days.
No one has them anymore.
It doesn't hurt, but like for like a while afterwards, I can smell the latex.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, Fanny, what's your party trick?
not that. Jesus
What,
Christ.
Courtney, do
I
you have
can,
a party trick?
no,
My party
I
trick.
can drink. Oh, I can drink a what's his name? A jar of pickled onion juice.
Oh, is that a party trick?
Well, can you do it?
Special talent, I guess. Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's more whether you want to do it. I feel like anyone can do it, but no one wants to do it.
Yeah, but anyone can snort a condom.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, no
Actually,
one wants to. Yeah,
yeah.
fair enough.
Courtney, do you have a party trick?
Yes, I'll do a reading from my upcoming memoir.
Sorry.
One night at a sleepover at the Kane's house, for some reason, I came out of the bathroom naked with my junk. This is me, age 14, with my junk tucked between my legs and declared, "Look at me, I'm a girl." I didn't realize that the youngest Kane family member, 5-year-old Franny, was in the room. She saw me, screamed and started crying. In shock, I lost control of my rudimentary tuck and exposed myself. And it became fame folklore. When word reached Mrs. Kane, I was unofficially off her sleepover guest list. But thankfully, I discovered tuck tape by the time I lost my skirt on live TV heading into the Celebrity Big Brother house in 2018. That was my party trick as a child.
Totally. The first time I saw that was on Silence of the Lambs. Wait, was it Silence of the Lambs or like one of those like one of the Hannibal movies?
Right.
And they tuck themselves and like expose themselves or something. I don't know if it was that one.
Was Hannibal?
Scared the shit out of me. I was like, where did it go? I didn't know you could do that with them back in those days.
The first time I saw myself taped, because Christy McNichol taught me how to tape, and I tried it for the first time, and I remember I was living on Crown in a Taylor Grant, and I finished it off, and then I looked in the mirror, and I had like a full like because I wasn't used to seeing my body without a penis, and it was tan colored tucking tape, and I remember like it really like freaked my brain out seeing no penis, and I imagined in a weird way that might be what it's like for a trans person who experiences gender dysphoria about their genitals, where like if you're a trans woman and you see a penis, you're like, oh, I can't look at it. Whereas for me, because I love me pain, seeing myself without a penis was like really disturbing.
Exactly.
Obviously, I could take the tape off and it was fine. It wasn't something I had to live with. So I'm not comparing my experience to theirs, but it just gave me a little bit of an insight into what that gender dysphoria might feel like.
Oh, and taping. I don't know how some of the girls do it. Like, just constantly taping and what have you. Because have you taped before, Coco?
No, I got thick thighs. They save my life. But I have sat in a very long Uber with a very tight tuck.
Oh.
I was going to say,
I literally, whoa, I thought I was going to explode.
Or when Vanity and I went to Priscilla on Broadway, the opening night, I remember we were both, well, I was definitely taped and I was wearing a white leotard and we were sat down in the royal box and I was sitting there and I was just like, oh, I have to untape. I can't sit here taped any longer. And I went around the corner and like untaped. And I think I had a roll of tape spare, thankfully. But like it's that thing where you're like sitting and you're taped, or if you've got a tight tuck. My tight tuck lasts about 3 minutes. But yeah, when I'm taped and you just can't, just nauseating. The same thing happened at another movie premiere, and it was like a fancy one. And who was in the cinema? There was lots of famous people. Oh, it was Star Wars Born, and Lady Gaga, and like Elton John was sitting like behind me, and I was like taped, more glamorous, and I couldn't concentrate on the movie because I was wearing a corset and I was taped, and I was just like, I know I'm meant to be appreciating this movie, but I just cannot think about this movie because I'm in so much pain, and I like slid my hand down my pants trying to untuck in the middle of like these fancy celebrity film movie theatre. I was like, they'll probably think I'm a pervert just jerking off in the cinema like a freak.
You fucking like that song,
in front of Elton John.
You fucking like that?
Yeah.
Oh, or the ones that actually don't quite, you actually don't get quite all of it. With the tape that doesn't get quite all of it and it pinches your nut or your knob, and you like sit there and you go like this. Oh, that's fine. I said, oh my God. That's so painful. That's so painful. Or you forget to just, yeah. And you forget to get that two hairs on your bum.
Oh dear.
I remember having at the midnight shift, the staff show, and all, because you know, as soon as you have to do makeup for anyone or put anyone else in drag, they say, you know, I want to go really girly. Can you make me look like Courtney? Can you make me look like Vanity? And I'm like, nah, love. And they're like, okay, well, I want to tape. I want to tape. And there was one guy that was like, just tape me. And I was like, are you sure? I was like, there I am in drag on my knees in the toilets at the shift. And as I'm sort of wrapping it up with the paper tape, he starts getting hard. I'm like, no! No! Do you want me to punch you or something? I don't know what to do. But then there was another guy. He just finished and he needed to go to the toilet, and he's standing there with all this tape on him. He was really hot. He's like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, you got to take it off. He's like, just help me. Just help me. I'm like, oh my God. Trying to unwrap a present.
And what a gift.
Tora.
What a gift. What a gift.
I can't see any of the comments. Oh, my comments are frozen and it's stuck on 144 people for the whole time. I was like, we have a really captive audience. No one has left and no one has joined, but I think it's because mine is frozen.
No, we're still at we're at 146, Courtney Act.
Oh. Well,
I'm at 150.
I know.
What did Tora make a comment?
Yeah, you know what? There's some questions.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Where is it? Who is your favourite to win All Stars?
Me?
Oh.
No. Are you asking me the question? I wasn't saying me.
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah, everyone, yeah.
You know what? I haven't watched the latest episode. No spoilers, please. So if I say someone who's left, then just don't tell me. Who are my faves? Raja is kind of like the person who in the beginning you were a bit like, why is she here? And then you were like, I think you might be my favorite. Who else is there? Trinity.
Kylie.
Do love Kylie. I'd be happy if Kylie or Raja took it home. But there's someone else I love too.
Ginger. I like Ginger.
I like Ginger. Who's in between? Kylie, Trinity, Ginger. Who's in the other? I'm trying to picturing the Snatch Game.
Raja.
Eureka.
Eureka.
Oh, I saw that.
She went last week.
Yeah, she went last week.
Oh, it's the game in the game.
No spoilers.
The game in the game. Oh, the game in the game's finally happened.
Yeah, it's actually great. It's really, really good.
Do you reckon those poor cunts have been in quarantine, trapped in a 3.5-star hotel room in North Hollywood since they left the show? Like, do you think Jiggly's been in a hotel room for 6 weeks just going stir crazy? Or
Yes, absolutely they did. They absolutely did. No spoilers, but they did. They totally fucking did, those bastards. Those poor people. Stuck all alone on their lonesome. Yeah, it's such a good episode.
You'll have to
watch it.
Yeah. All right. I can't wait.
I'll do that once you watch it, then we'll chat. Because there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions.
I wish I'd seen it. I'm going to go and watch it after this.
Yeah. Hold on, let me have a look.
Oh, me, watch it now. Oh my God. I loved it. I had so much fun, but I can't wait for you to see it. You're going to love it.
One of my friends wrote that he was angry about it, but then I thought maybe he was also talking about Gladys very jiggly cans, and I couldn't quite tell whether he's talking about Gladys or Drag Race.
Well,
yeah. You know, I think it's, well, for someone that knows a trick, it's very, and it's smart. The person the people that go in and do it are very smart. They're very, very, I think it's very, very smart.
Well, I can't wait to watch now.
Yeah, it's so good. It's great.
Who do you want to win?
I would love, I love Raja. When it first started, I did want Silky Nutmeg Nash to win, but didn't
Oh.
happen. But I'm loving Raja. Like, she has shown like so much growth since like her first season and coming into it now, and just like that self-belief that she has now. I really appreciate that. But Kylie Sonic Love.
Oh.
He is just like, I feel like she's come full circle and she's just like going for it, no fucks to give, and just having the time of her life doing what she loves to do.
It's been a really fun character like arc to watch hers, because like in the beginning she did like that whole narrative about her like not quite, and she wasn't quite there, and she wasn't like quite, and then as soon as they said it, as if by the magic of television, then all of a sudden she like became the #1 contender, and like but it was lovely to watch. It felt like that did happen. Like she felt like she really did come out of her shell, and like that green feathery outfit, and
just inspired by Sasha Colby, who I also like really love. Like, I saw one of her Miss, what's that pageant, Miss
Continental
pageant that she performed like years ago, and Sasha Colby has always been like such a like, oh my god, like she is fierce. And then found out through Drag Race that Kylie Sonic is like her roommate. Crazy. Sorry, really? I just went off on a rant. But yeah.
Oh, fun.
Wild, wild, crazy.
Was it the one where Sasha was wearing like the purple?
Yes, the purple.
Yeah.
Oh, and the dancers with the faces on it with 212.
Yes.
So many fucking goodness.
I saw a video where she was talking about that ponytail, and she said that I can't remember what she said. I don't know where I saw it, but she said that it was like I can't remember how much it was. It was really expensive and it was really fancy, and it was designed. It was like half human and half synthetic, so that like when she flicked it, it would flick, but it wouldn't all flick. And there was like all of this like science in the ponytail, and I was like, well, I just thought it was a ponytail, but there's a whole story behind it.
Literally.
Yeah.
How fucking wild.
But it's,
I went live about that. It's like, as soon as I finish this, wow, cool. She's so cool. Yeah, those girls I love.
Yeah,
and it's great to see them to a next level as well. And Ginger is pretty incredible too.
Ginger's she's a pro.
Yeah,
and you know
yeah. Oh, sorry.
We've done Snatch Game, and like on the Bots Battle of the Seasons tour, and Ginger's one of those people who won't let you drown on stage, and like some people they try to beat you, whereas Ginger
Hi Charity Case, congratulations.
What happened? I haven't seen Charity Case. I mean, I've seen the look, but that hasn't started yet, has it?
Not yet.
No.
Oh, look who's here. Miscellaneous is in the house.
Miscellaneous. Hey, girl.
What were we talking about? Who's your favorite, Maxine?
Sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm tossing off between Ginger and Kylie. Ginger, because I worked with the Comedy Queens or Queens of Comedy or whatever it was, and I got to do the tour with them, and she was just nice, really sweet queen. She's really funny. Yeah. She can sing. She can everything. It was hilarious because when I first walked out, Jackie Beat and all them, who were absolute mongrels. Hey, Jason. They were like, oh, I thought Ginger got pretty.
Oh, sorry. I just saw Charity Cases in here. Hello, Charity. And I heard gossip. Obviously, I won't share it in this forum, but if what I heard is true from Drag Race Season 3, I can't wait to watch Charity.
Oh, how exciting!
There's some hot piping, scolding, hot gossip.
We'll save a sip for me.
I can't wait. It actually looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, and Charity's look was.
And our first
at Fab Girl, at Fab Drag Queen.
Yeah, like real, like by
AFAB.
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 Assigned female at birth, drag queen.
Yeah, but
Yes.
she's pretty fab, so I call her AFAB girl.
AFAB girl.
Girl, she fabulous.
She is fabulous.
Yeah.
It's so good, so heaven. And you know
I'm
what?
very watching it.
And she was going to be, she's sitting in that dressing room with us, complaining about her feet and her eyelashes and her earrings and all that.
I love Charity Case as a fucking dragon in a fucking drag queen.
Oh yeah.
Like TV show. Can't. I'm so excited.
I can't
Very
wait
fun.
to see the looks.
I just want our fucking borders to open up, so we can just go willy nilly wherever the fuck we want to go.
Yes, I agree.
Yes,
but I
we
feel
all
like-
agree.
Well, you're lucky, like you have been able to go to the States and
have.
to the UK, but
I will say that I did have a lot of fun for like 2 weeks in the US, but then when I got back to
what's
London, it was all locked down and
you did have to quarantine both times.
yeah. But I just like, I don't know. I saw even Lisa Wilkinson's turned on Gladys, and I thought, oh fuck, it must be bad if Lisa's gone on a rant, because I thought, I guess maybe I haven't been paying close enough attention, but I kind of thought that everybody was like, oh, it's a thankless task, but Gladys is doing her best. But then I saw Lisa turn on Gladys on the project last night, and I was like, oh, okay, I have to update my my views on Gladys apparently.
Well,
yeah, I saw a little thing about that.
Yeah, what can you, like, I get vaccinated, stay at home, wear a mask. And I think that's what, when we chatted before, the gig of it all is if we stayed at home for 2 weeks,
Yes.
it'd be over.
If we could just all stay at home for 2 weeks, and this is the thing, right, is that like, sorry, I know we're talking about Sydney things, everybody else is watching, but like, the thing about like, at the moment in the western suburbs of Sydney, there's more of an outbreak of COVID, and so they're more specifically locked down. And people are like, oh, they're not obeying the rules. But the thing is that we, you know, in the eastern suburbs have the privilege of being able to work from home. But so many people who live out west, they're in jobs where they can't work from home. They're in labor jobs and like service industry jobs. And so it's kind of like some of them can't afford to stay at home. Like they can't survive without going to work. And so it's that thing where you're just like, the government needs to step its pussy up, I think, and
step its pussy up.
Throw down the financial support and like get that hard lockdown going and get us out of this as quick as possible.
Vaccinate.
But get your vaccinations. If you haven't been vaccinated,
Coco, get your vaccination, bitch.
Have you not been vaxxed yet, Coco?
No, not yet.
You're part of the problem.
No problem. Those bastards keep on cancelling our appointments, and we want to go as a group and like just like get it all done together. And with Vibes working like days, we need to book in the slot so we can go all at the same time.
You know, you can actually just go to a chemist. There's chemists and all that.
Well, our chemist that's up the road from us say that they only will do it on a Wednesday before 11 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Well,
yeah.
There you go. Go Wednesday at 10 o'clock and you're set.
Next Wednesday, we're doing it.
Yeah.
But very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm still like absolutely shitting myself that I'm going to be that queen that gets the fucking blood clot and dies.
You're not going to.
You've got.
It's fine. I'm going to write a will before I do it. It's okay. It's okay.
You literally have more chance of. You literally have more chance of dying on the way to the vaccination than you do from getting the vaccination.
What?
As in, you have like the risk of getting hit by a bus or like being in a traffic accident is greater than the risk of
absolutely 100%.
The blood clot. And like, so far so good. Apart from that one time you had to take out those guys who were being homophobic, but that's different.
Well, yeah, 100%.
It's just, it's as well as, you know, if we want to tour and stuff, Coco.
Exactly. That's going to be the first one. Well, yeah. It's going to be in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, good.
Well, what day is it today? It's Friday today, so Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, what's this?
So before we do go into our trade stories, hold on, do you have a drink there?
Oh, no, but somebody just said, Courtney, can you get a drink? So,
Yeah, get a drink. You've got to drink Coco Jumbo.
twist
Not
my arm.
vibe.
You don't drink, Maxine.
Yeah, I've got water.
Vibe.
We're not sure about the tour. You have to just email them because
What's the
obviously
tea?
we're in Lachlan. Yeah, that'll do.
Can we have some rosé?
Aperol? I could do a little Aperol spritz.
Vibe's hooking me up.
Oh,
Fuck.
Good job, Vibe.
Oh, God. Oh, Vibe's hooking me up. I'm so excited. What are we doing?
hold on.
Vibe,
Don't get too excited.
Oh, is this a drinking game?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's Friday night.
It's Friday night. Yeah, I know. I've got to order some takeaway.
Oh.
Look at you go, Courtney Act.
Well, you said get a drink, so, you know, when...
Yeah.
Oh, that was a bit much.
Wow.
You can't see.
Guess
What's
Coco,
up with Aperol?
one day we're going to be rich and famous like Courtney, and we're going to be able to get drinks like that.
I just want to be. I want to be on VIP Big Brother. Fuck, bitch. I wish we could talk about that.
I just...
Thank you, Vibe.
Let's talk
Okay,
about
we
VIP
ready?
Big Brother and Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, bitch. What a cringe.
Wait on beforehand.
Jenner.
We're doing something serious.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're raising our glasses to Sydney icon Shirley Valentine.
Shirley Valentine, yes.
She passed away yesterday.
Oh.
She's been very, very sick. She was in palliative care for a long time. But this one's for you, Shirl.
Oh, Shirl. Oh.
So.
River deep, mountain high in the sky, baby.
River deep, mountain high.
I always say Shirley Valentine was the epitome of drag, in that she wasn't the prettiest.
That's fine.
But when she got on stage, she
lived her best life.
She loved being a drag queen.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved being a drag queen, as well as raise our glasses to Frankie as well. Frankie passed away this.
Oh, I know.
That was very sad.
That
Very
was so sad. It's that. Gosh.
I know.
It's probably not an Instagram live conversation. Yeah, it's just. I was sitting on the couch with Mum and Dad, and we were watching something, and I just opened up my Instagram. And I saw the comment about Frankie, and it was, well, I saw Wilma's post and said, like, we lost one of the Horizon cast members, and I knew that Frankie was in it, and I was like, oh, God, I hope Frankie's okay. Like, I know that they were all of his mates. And then I saw it was Frankie, and I just had that shock, and I was with Mum and Dad, and I was like, we were watching a TV show, and I was like, I'm just going to go to the toilet. And I just had to, like, go to the toilet and, like, just have a minute and, like, just think about Frankie and, like, oh gosh, yeah, very, very
awful, sad. Very, very sad, very, very sad.
Yeah.
But you know what? It also highlights that people that say they're okay sometimes are the loudest to say they're okay, but they're not. So just a text message or a hi girl or anything like that is so important, especially now.
What was that thing when I was messaging with my friends Mitch and Aaron, and I was like, it's just taking that moment to deliberately tell your friends that you're there for them, that you care for them, and like it was that I was just like, I just want to like state, like, we always assume that our friends know that we care about them or know that they could ask us anything or ask for anything, and I was like, I just want to like really be clear here that like if ever like either of you ever need anything, like, and like, yeah, like I mean, I was not mates with Frankie, but I've known, well, Frankie, remember Frankie dated Matinee Monroe?
Yeah.
And that's where I first met him. We went to some gig, not in Sydney, Newcastle or Canberra or somewhere. And that was many, many years ago. But yeah, it was that thing where like, yeah, you just think like, fuck. And the post, it's funny because not funny, but the post that he made a few days ago where he said, it was a photo of him as a kid, and he said, who knew that this little boy would experience so much pain? I saw a photo of a little kid and I liked it, didn't read the caption. and then went back to the photo, and I was like, oh fuck,
Oh shit.
I didn't even see that he had made a plea for help, essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, very sad.
In saying that, he was always so bubbly and happy, and a rat bag as well. Because we used to do the gay shots at the Colombian, and so that you'd have a shot and then you'd have a lolly in your mouth, but the barman would have the lolly in their mouth and you have to eat the lolly, and he'd always try and pass you. No, I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but
he's such a fun boy, such a sweetheart, such a
so it's very sad.
Yeah, very sad. And
very
Shirley.
sad. And Shirley, bloody old Shirley.
Oh look at.
I'll remember. Oh wow, cute filter.
Oh, finally a filter that works. Yes. So now this is the part of the show which is called the trade stories, where we talk about some sort of trade that we've had over the years. That is, just a funny story. So I can go first.
Okay, you go first.
Many years ago, we, like my original drag sister, Catherine Gorge, and I, we used to go to Bodyline, but we never had sex. We used to lock ourselves in the cubicles and like jump on the lounge. We'd have a couple of brewskis. We'd jump on the lounge and dance to the DJ, because they used to have a live DJ. We'd like dance, and then we'd have like lube fights and everything. But there was an era that I was in, that if you were a drag queen, no one wanted you. They wanted you to be a funny friend, but that was it. Anyway, there was one time that I was like, I thought, oh, I got away with it. Oh my God. How you going? Yeah. Anyway, as we were sort of, finishing up, he goes like this. So, Maxi, how long have you worked at Stonewall?
Maxi's climbing out of the sling at Bodyline. Right?
Yeah. How long have you worked at Stonewall? Shit.
Let's make it a Bodyline. Let's make it a Bodyline trade. Coco, do you have a Bodyline trade story? Well, you finish your story, Maxi, but think if you have one, Coco.
Oh, that was it. That was it. Yeah, that was years and years ago.
One of my friends was at Bodyline. There was this guy who fancied me. He was a twink hunter. And he was at Bodyline, and he was having sex with my friend. And whilst he was having sex with my friend, he was asking my friend if he knew where I was. He was like, is Shane here anywhere? My friend was like, he's actually at my house. Why don't you actually just stop having sex with me and go and find him instead? Because that's clearly what you want to be doing. And so then he left. And I was like, what is the kindest gift ever? The gift of trade is one of the kindest gifts a friend can give. So then I got a call from this gentleman who I'd had intimate relations with a few times before. Yes, he came and had his way with me, and it was fun.
This has just reminded me of one. It's not really a trade story. So one of the first underwear, not one of the first, but they had an underwear party upstairs at the midnight shift, and Penny and I were doing club camp downstairs, and they were like, well, you can go up, but you've got to be in your underwear. So rightio. So we took all our clothes off, and we had like bras and knickers on and stockings, and we're walking around, and you were upstairs in your undies dressed as a bloke. And can you remember going upstairs and seeing Fuchsia?
Yes, hang on. Yes.
Because we went up to the dark room. I was like, they've got the dark room there. Should we go and have a look? So we went up on the gantry and had a look. And there's our friend rooting this guy. And he looks up and looks at Courtney and I. So then he takes the guy's cowboy hat off his head and starts as he was rooting him. Can you remember that?
I don't know if I can. I have like a vague memory of seeing Fuchsia, but I think I've blocked the trauma out.
Yeah, she decided to sell it for us. I was like,
One of my favorite memories of Fuchsia was at the midnight shift. I can't remember what she called the character, but it's where she painted her eyeballs on down here and wore
Birth
the
of
wig to
defect.
here.
Or a bang.
Birth of defect. And I just remember like being at the shift and like just out of the corner of my eye seeing this girl. And I was like, oh, don't stare, you know, be polite. And then like realized hours later that it was Fuchsia and that she was just, it was just the most wonderful, like all of her facial features were in like the bottom half of her face. And it was just such
I'll
a
send
look.
you
I
a
was
picture
just
of
like,
that.
oh, it's
I'll
good.
send you a picture of that, Fanny. It's heaven.
What a trip out, yeah.
Because she drew her lips down on her chin.
Yeah. Oh.
It was really
It
good.
was so camp. But she
Bit
was
of heart
also,
rate.
when they did the Kill Bill show, and Vanity had to swing out into the audience and what have you,
Yeah.
she was like jerking a guy off. And then she'd go like this and like show it to me. I was like, what are you doing?
On the dance
He's like,
floor,
come,
just standing there.
yeah, just standing there, come down the back of her dress. And then she was running around showing people.
Good times, though.
So many memories.
Okay, Fanny, it's your go.
Is this Bodyline Stories?
It wouldn't be anything.
My very first time at Bodyline, I was very, like, nervous because I'd never been to a sauna before. And so I went with a group of friends. And we all went there, like we all said it before we done that. Like, it's not gonna be anything sexual, you guys. Like, we're just gonna go there, we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna see what it's like, and it's gonna be so much fun. And, blah, blah, blah. And while I was there, I saw a guy, and he gave me a shot of a drink, and I had that shot, and all of a sudden, I was so drunk, and I was having such a good time that I went to like one of these dark rooms, and like one of those like little cute things, and like
Fell asleep.
what what's the like? How do you say rimming without rimming? I hooked up with my friend's fucking like 8-year-old boyfriend of 8 years, and did that with him.
80?
And then he walked. Pardon?
How old?
My friends had been they'd been together for 8 years, and like we went to Bodyline, and then next thing you know, we'll in the dark room being foolish and shit, and then afterwards we had like big kerfuffle, but it was
Are you a home wrecker?
Pardon?
Are you a home wrecker?
Well, like I wouldn't say yes, but like a couple of months afterwards they did break up.
That's that
Go
you
jump on a home wrecker.
home wrecker. You're the Nicole Kidman. Oh, no, you're the what's his name? Who wrecked that home?
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
You just got her. For those of you who are watching, Bodyline is what is known as a sex on premises venue, which is a gay sauna where people of the man variety can go. And at Bodyline, there's all these lockers. So you go in, and there's like a glass window, and you slip your money under, and you pay to go in. Oh, one year it was Mardi Gras 2002, I reckon. And I was in Gala, and we walked back because we couldn't get taxis from Mardi Gras. We walked back from Mardi Gras to Taylor Square, and I was the only one in drag, and all my friends wanted to go to Bodyline, and I was like, well, I'm still a man.
Yeah.
Like, and so I went to go in, and they were like, "Nah, you can't come in, not dressed like that." And I was like, "But I've got a penis. Can't I come in?" And they're like, "Nah, you can't come in." And then in my state, I decided that I would just try and slip my head under the glass thing and like get in that way. So I slipped my head under in my wig in drag. But then as I brought myself back out, my ears got stuck on the glass and I couldn't get out. And I was just there in drag like, ah! And the man behind the counter had to get some lube and like rub it behind my ears and like lube up my ears so that I could slide out of the out of the thing of Bodyline. And then
Thank God they have it on tap.
Thank God they got lube there. What would I have done?
Jeez.
And then, so once you pay, then they like, zzz, they buzz you in and you go through the door and then there's these lockers. And so you take all your clothes off, you get in the nutty and then you put a towel around your waist and you wander around barefoot. You know, you probably want to pack some flip-flops, you know. But I mean, look.
Bitch, I never thought of that.
A fungal
Not barefoot.
is the least of your worries at Bodyline.
Yeah.
Good point, good point.
And then when you go into Bodyline, there's like all these different areas. There's like goes like a little maze that's very dark and there's like holes in the wall. There's like different rooms. In one of the rooms there's like a sling. There's showers. Succatorium. There's a porn room where you can just sit and watch porn. There's a spa and
it's a cinema.
Steam room.
Cinema, steam room, sauna. Oh, and then there's like the chill out lounge, which is like as you're leaving, there's like a little lounge area. So you can like walk out there, you'd be like, oh, I'm leaving. And you're like, oh. And then they've got like some minties or like some fantails or something and like coffee. And you're like, oh,
coffee and tea service.
You have your tea and you're like, all right, I'll go back and see if I can.
Go back in. Yeah. I just had nothing in my stomach. That's why I felt a bit queasy.
That's what it was. Just needed a fan.
Sheila took me to took all of us for the first time to Kensington, which is another a steam room. Anyway,
that's up the road from me.
Yeah, so then I was like, I've got delicate feet.
Close.
And they have these like plastic matting, a bit like behind the bar. So it's like these, and it's so painful. And I was like walking around going, ow, ow, ow. And then Sheila, you know, met a man. And I was like, Uncle Greg, can I get the keys? Uncle Greg, my feet are sore. She said, fuck off, Maxi.
You gig.
Uncle Greg, can you, ouch.
I used to have a Bodyline name because you know when you're at Bodyline with your mates and they're like, Courtney. I'm like, shh, I'm not here. Call me Bruce. My name's Bruce. Bodyline.
Bruce. I think mine was Steven. Steven with a lip.
Oh, God.
Steven. Where are you?
For Steven. Okay, let's do one question and then that's it.
Oh, so soon.
It's an hour and a half.
Oh, shit, really? Where does the time go? Fuck, it really is.
Yeah. Coco, when did you meet Courtney and myself?
Well. I first met Maxi when I moved to Sydney and started doing drag for dollars.
Yeah.
And Maxi was one of the hostesses. And I was going to say every time you were on, I won, but anytime anyone was on, I won. For 14 weeks in a row. But the first time I met Courtney, well, is this on screen or off screen? Because I remember seeing you when you auditioned for Australian Idol when I was so very young and vulnerable. But like seeing you audition for Australian Idol as Shane and didn't get on, and then for you to come back as fucking Courtney Act and then like get in again, because like when I was younger, like I was not confident, didn't like myself at all, but seeing that like Shane didn't get through but Courtney got through, my brother explaining to me that like Shane's Courtney, like he's just like doing dress ups, like that was such a like a light bulb switch in my head. I was like, I'm not stuck as I am. Yeah. I can do anything. And so like, maybe like 14, 15.
Aww.
About them.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. Like literally a little koala. A little coconut koala. But yeah, like seeing you on TV and stuff like that. But even more recently, like seeing you on Celebrity Big Brother in UK, and like still doing fucking Lord's work is like even better. So like, yeah, I'm very proud that like to be here in this situation, talking with you as like we have before and stuff like that. It's just really cool. Yeah.
Well,
I would not have been able to accept myself as myself if it wasn't for you all those years ago.
Oh, thank you, Coco. I love that.
We make
Love
you
you,
do the
girl.
hard work.
So it's
Yeah.
the thing, you know,
Do the
where
hard
you're
work.
where you think like I think it was when I was right before I went into Celebrity Big Brother. I was talking to my therapist about like what I was doing and why I was doing it, and I had that aha moment where I was like, "Oh, the reason I'm doing all this is because I'm a raging narcissist, but also because I want to be the person that I didn't see when I was 14 on the telly." And yeah, it's kind of like that's the thing that like always like through all of the like, you know, the good bits and the shit bits, I always think like, just imagine like you as 14-year-old and getting to watch you doing what you're doing. And like that for me always makes me like fills me up with joy. And just to get to see you two girls like on Drag Race Down Under was such a joy. Like I've known Maxi since, you know, a very long time. And
Don't even date you, bitch.
And just getting to like watch you girls, I mean, personally I feel your run was cut short, Coco, but getting to see you girls like celebrated on the show and watching you on telly and knowing that there was like so many young people around Australia and around the world who are watching that, you just think, oh, it's just gorgeous to live in the world that we live in now, where we get to see so much more of us on television.
Yeah, 100%. It's such a crazy thing. Like, I was even talking to Maxi about it, but like when we were in lockdown in New Zealand, having more black people on TV and them even like talking Māori and everything was just like such a like, oh shit, like why didn't we ever get, and it only took to like NAIDOC week the other week to have the weather reports done and set in like the original name. Yeah.
I mean,
crazy.
But the thing is that's so fascinating. It's like, why not? Like, how much more exciting and how much richer are our stories when they're diverse? And like, I just think it's like when I saw that map, I was like, how interesting and how exciting is that to think that like these are the names that these locations have been called for, well, we don't know how many thousands of years, but you know, a very long time, like much longer than the 200 years that we've been calling it. I don't know. Well, you know, Woolloomooloo, that's definitely that's definitely First Nations, that word. I love those words where you're like, yeah, no, that one's been around for a long time, that one. Macquarie, not so much. That one's new.
No.
Woolloomooloo.
And just and just like that, like why aren't we doing that all the time? In New Zealand was such a, and just Māori greetings. Like why isn't that? Why aren't we doing that? We have such a great Indigenous culture.
Makes it feel so much like richer and connected to the land that you call home and the people. It's like it feels like a no-brainer to be inclusive and to tell diverse stories because everybody wins. Yeah. It's like whoever is stopping this from happening, whoever is like not investing in like diverse casting and all of the storytelling, it's like, what actually do you think less people are going to watch if more people see themselves represented?
Yeah, exactly.
If everything's out in the open, there's nothing to hide.
Yeah.
There's everything to be celebrated. There's no guilt involved.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be such a thing? I don't know. It's so...
I think I speak for nearly every viewer of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under when I say that JoJo going home first and Coco going home third was like just a real disappointment for us as viewers to see the two queens of color go in the first few weeks. And like things, I don't know, like with JoJo and the commentary about like, oh, I can see your stocking cap at the back. It just brought up for me the question, and I'm not asking either of you to get down in the mud with me here. I'll allow myself to do that and separate you from my the views of Courtney Act expressed, not necessarily the views of Coco and Maxi. But like it was that thing where I was like, well, for me, drag has always been about, like you said, Shirley Valentine. Shirley Valentine on stage, just fucking loving it. Didn't matter what her makeup was like, what her hair was like, what her dress was like. She was filled with the holy spirit of drag was in her. And you could feel it when she was on stage, how much she loved it. And to me,
Truly.
Obviously drag, the aesthetic is important, but I've always thought that it was the comment that drag was making that was the important thing, as opposed to like the hem. And like JoJo's message, I think perhaps was lost because, you know, the judges didn't fully understand the importance and significance of the always was, always will be message. And so to me, that comment, the back or whatever.
You still there?
So that was unfortunate. Oh, I'm still here. Am I here? Can you see me?
Yeah.
No, we lost you there, but it looked like that maybe maybe Coco and I would have got in trouble for that anyway, so it's fine. Maybe
Coco
RuPaul reached down and censored us.
Yeah, I got cut off. They hacked the mainframe, and World of Wonder kicked me off.
Yeah, shit, the algorithm are against us. Oh.
Offset. They've got a tapped, girl. Big brother.
Yeah,
fuck.
Big sister. Well, we've chatted so much. Thank you so much for coming on, Courtney. We didn't even think you were going to say yes.
Oh, of course.
Thank you so much.
She's in the motherland.
She's in the motherland.
She's queer.
Cheers, girl.
Cheers, girls.
Queers.
Thank you so much for everyone that's supported us tonight. Next week we've got Electroshock and Trinity Ice.
Yes.
Camp. Oh, that'll be fun.
That's going to be lots
of
fun. You could do 4-way.
I didn't even know you could do a 3-way on Instagram Live. You girls have taught an old dog new tricks.
You can do a 4-way. I think 4-way is the maximum.
Yeah, to get a bit busy.
God, I don't want to talk in like a little profile photo tile.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, girls. Thank you.
Well, love you guys.
I'll save this to my Instagram Live TV.
All right, lovely.
Right, fabulous.
Okay.
Well, love you, girls. Hope you have a great weekend.
Love you, girls. Have fun doing your cameos.
Oh, we're going to do cameos. Shit.
Book a cameo.